Every year, America spends $41 billion on condoms. That's more than the United Kingdom's defense budget. And they offer a damn sight better protection. In a typical week, the average American male spends more on condoms than he does on toothpaste. You posed us a question. Where's the sales growth coming from next year? Well, our research has given us the answer loud and clear. Now, as you know, the higher economic groups, Friends condoms are already clearly established as the #1 brand. We want to give you an even bigger slice of that market. So, gentlemen, after months of painstaking research, I give you the designer condom. For the man who must be smartly dressed, even when he has no clothes on. A condom to aspire to. So, let's take a look at these beautiful designer condoms. We have the sports condom with the Go Faster stripe. We have the thermal condom for the après ski. Anti-shrink. We have the ad agency condom, complete with its own designer stubble. And for the ultimate yuppie about town, we have Filofucks. One condom for every day of the week. All neatly packaged in a beautiful blue leather wallet. $41 billion, gentlemen. That's a lot of bajukas. Clearly, we have the product. And our aim is to show you the advertising campaign that's going to give Friends condoms an even bigger slice of the market. Now, we started with a simple proposition. What does the average American male actually do in his condom? In a word, come.
You wanted to see me, Mr. Brenton?
Hi, Brett, come on in, come on in. Have a seat. I've just been running through the latest ad campaign for the Friends account. Coffee?
Thank you.
Brett, I'm not one to mince my words.
No, Mr. Brenton.
When a poodle craps on my carpet, I say a poodle crapped on my carpet. I don't say Fluffy Wuffs has done a dinky, know what I mean?
I think so, Mr. Brenton.
Then I strangle little Fluffy Wuffs. Brett, I've been looking through some of your latest ideas for the Friends account, and frankly, I don't think it's your greatest work.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Brenton.
You only get one chance to work on an account like this in a lifetime, Brett. And when you do, you gotta grab it. Sugar?
No, thank you.
Friends is a very important account to us, Brett.
It's the only account, Mr. Brenton.
No one's done more than Brenton and Brenton to make Friends condoms the #1 brand in the States. Do you know, since we started working this account, sales have tripled.
Is that so?
That's so, Brett. And it's all down to you. Let's face it, some of your early work in that Friends account was pure genius.
Oh, shucks, Mr. Brenton.
No, I mean it. But then, you see, I got to thinking there.
Yes, Mr. Brenton? Well, what do you think of that? Why don't I show you one of the ideas I had to attack the price objection? I know we're charging a lot for these condoms.
Friends condoms. At $25 a pack, you get screwed twice. You're not kind of helping here, Brett, are you?
Sorry you don't like the ideas, Mr. Brenton.
Look, Brett, let's talk.
Okay, I think...
Shut up, me first. How's the family getting on that? How's that sister of yours,
Henrietta.
Henrietta? Oh, did he? I'm sorry to hear that. Apart from that, how are you all settling in now? How's the family like Chicago?
You know, they're getting used to it.
You know, Brett, it's a tough town, and you don't get to the top by staying at the bottom. Know what I mean?
No, sir.
Brett, when I got here 20 years ago, I hadn't got a nickel in my pocket. Now I got a nickel in my pocket.
Well, that's impressive, Mr. Brenton.
You're not from about these parts, are you?
No, sir.
Let me guess, New Jersey.
No, it's just something I feel comfortable in.
No, I mean, where are you from?
Oh, Baltimore.
I see. Brett, how long have we been friends now?
Oh, about 2.5 minutes now, Mr. Brenton.
Good God, ain't it so long as that? Brett, something's bothering you. I need to know about it.
Well, now that you mention it, there is something that I...
Well, come on, Brett, get it off your chest.
Okay, Mr. Brenton, I won't beat around the...
Don't beat about the bush. Just give me the bottom line.
I've been offered another job and I've decided to accept.
I see. Is there anything I can say to make you change your mind?
I really don't think so, Mr. Brenton.
Look, Brett, you're the
I'm
best.
the only.
You're the only copywriter I got. And I'm not letting you go without a fight.
Mr. Brenton, please! No!
So you'll be leaving us then.
I'm afraid so.
How much?
What?
How much are they paying you?
Oh, Mr. Brenton, it's not about the money.
I'll double it.
I'll stay.
Good. Glad to have you back on board.
Thank you, Mr. Brenton.
Oh, call me Deke.
Whatever you say, Mr. Deke.
Right, let's get to work on this Friends campaign.
Right.
Oh, Brett, by the way, you ever use one of these?
Oh, shucks. No, Mr. Brenton.
Well, how the hell do you expect to write about them if you never use them? Here, have yourself some fun. Go learn about the product.
Thank you, Mr. Brenton. Deke.
Hello, Daddy!
Hello, Foxy. Brett, this is my daughter, Foxy.
What?
I said this is my daughter, Foxglove. Foxy, this is my copywriter, Brett Howard.
Hello!
Hello, Foxglove.
New Jersey?
No, Baltimore.
What have you got behind your back?
Nothing.
Is it something for me?
Maybe.
Shoot it, Brett.
Daddy! Look what Foxy's got!
New pet, huh?
Yeah, this is Mousy Wildseed.
Yeah, well, just make sure you don't crap all over my carpet. Remember what happened to little Fluffy Woofs?
Okay, Daddy. Say hello to Mousy Wildseed, Brett.
Hi there, little fellow.
Isn't he cute?
You keep him in a cigar box?
Sure. He likes it.
But he could suffocate in there.
I don't care.
Forgive me for asking like this, Mr. Brenton, but, is your daughter one brick short of a load?
Let me tell you something, Brett. When Foxy was in college, she was the brightest, fittest kid around. At 8 years of age, she could run like the wind. At 11, she took on 30 chess grandmasters, all at once.
Wow.
She lost every game. But she was a special kind of child. Then it happened.
What?
The day Lana and I got divorced, she turned into a dithering idiot with a limp.
That's terrible.
That wasn't the worst of it. Then we dragged her through every law court in Chicago. It was like two wild animals fighting over a piece of meat. And all the time we was tearing poor old Foxy apart inside. But I wouldn't give in, and neither would Lana. On the final day of the hearing, I stood there in the court and I looked across at my little Foxy. She just smiled. There was a lump in my throat the size of a baseball. Brenton versus Brenton. The fate of 3 people about to be decided by some white-haired judge who didn't give a damn.
What happened?
I lost.
She lives with her mother.
No, she lives with me. God damn that judge.
That's a sad story, Mr. Brenton.
We've tried every doctor in Chicago.
It's not doctors she needs, Mr. Brenton. It's love. The love of a good man. And the love of her parents.
Good.
How touching.
Lana, what the hell do you want?
Mama!
Hello, Foxglove.
This is Mousy Wildseed.
I'll say hello to Mousy Wowsy later, honey. You go play outside while I talk to your father.
Okay, Mama.
Love of my life. How's business?
Business is fine. No thanks to you.
Gone a little downhill, haven't you, darling? I remember when you used to have a desk like a football pitch.
Yeah, well, I got fed up with cutting the grass. Now, say what you came here to say and get the hell out. I'm a busy man.
You must be Brett Howard.
Yes, ma'am.
I was expecting a younger man.
Well, you should have come earlier.
She, too. We'll get along just fine. Are you all packed?
Lana, I think Brett's got something to tell you.
I've decided to stay here, Mrs. Brenton.
Huh? How much?
What?
How much did he offer you?
Oh, Mrs. Brenton, it's not just about the money.
I'll triple it.
I'm all yours.
God damn it, Lana, that means I'll be earning nearly $5,000 a week.
Is that all? Let's make it 10,000.
You're not beating me this time. 12.
15.
20.
25.
Come on.
$50,000 a week.
Wow.
100,000.
500,000. What's the matter? Lost your bottle?
Oh, no, Deke, it's right here. 750,000.
1 million.
We're at $1 million. Any more? All done then at $1 million. Mr. Brenton, no! What was that for?
If I'm going to be paying you $1 million a week, I'm going to make you sweat for it. You're going to get one of those on the hour. Every hour.
Take him. He's no good to me now, anyway.
Mama.
Mrs. Brenton, you and Mr. Brenton must stop feuding like this. It's hard on poor little Foxy here, it really is.
Let me tell you something, Brett Howard. Deke and I used to love each other very much indeed. I'd have done anything for him. Until I found him in bed with that cow.
You leave Daisy out of this.
Daisy?
Hasn't he told you? I would have thought that by now he would have introduced you to his farm animal friends.
Not in front of the kid, Lana.
Oh, she's a dithering idiot with a limp, Deke. She doesn't understand a word we're saying, do you, Foxglove?
No, Mama.
Look, this was all a long time ago. I'm a different man now.
You disgust me.
At least Daisy listened to me, which is more than you ever did.
Is that why you gave her a job?
A job?
As his secretary, didn't you know?
You took on a cow?
Well, she's a good worker.
Can she type?
Oh, God damn it, Brett, she's got cloven hooves, for Christ's sake.
What did I tell you? You're working for a pervert.
Yeah, well, after 10 years married to you, even the cow starts to look attractive.
All I can say is that cow must have been particularly desperate.
Have to be low to belt, Lana, and you know it.
And what do you call blaming me for not giving you a son? I can't believe you held it against me.
You knew damn well I held it against you every night for a month and nothing happened.
You always were stupid, Deke.
Get out and don't come back. You've said your piece, to get out.
It would be my pleasure. Oh, I knew there was something I meant to tell you. I just got off the phone from the CEO of Friends Condom Corporation. You've lost the accounting. He's given it to me.
You?
Well, I convinced him that if you wanted to see some real growth in condoms, he better let a woman handle it.
I've lost the whole account.
The whole shooting match.
I'm ruined.
Oh, that's just for starters. I then phoned around all your shareholders and told them the news, and they were practically falling over themselves to sell me their shares on the cheap.
What?
I now own 51% of Friends Condoms. Excuse me, 51% of Brenton versus Brenton. I'm the new owner, Deke. And I'll give you exactly 2 hours to get out of my office.
Get me Mike Kirby on the phone. I want to see him right away. Oh, come on in there, Matt. Help yourself to coffee.
Thanks.
So, how's the finest attorney in the business?
Oh, fine.
And how are you?
I'm fine too, thanks. What can I do for you, Dick? The secretary's looking pretty agitated on the phone.
Yeah, she probably just needs milk.
What?
Never mind that. Matt, I want you to get me a divorce.
Who from?
My wife.
On what grounds?
He'll do just fine.
No, I mean, what are your reasons?
Oh, well, I can't stand her guts and she can't stand mine.
You'll need to do better than that, Dick.
She's taking over my company.
Money. Yes. Right. If I'm going to represent you, Dick, I will need to know all the facts. When did you last have sex?
What the hell has that got to do with it?
No, nothing. I love it when you talk dirty.
We haven't kissed in over a year.
Oh, I know, but we're still friends, aren't we?
No, not you and me, Lana and me. God damn it, I can't even remember the last time we held hands.
And, what about intercourse?
Oh, not now, Matt, I got a headache.
Pity! No, I mean you and your wife. When did you last have intercourse with your wife?
Oh, we did that last night. It wasn't the same, Matt. You know, when we first met, it was like dynamite. For the first half an hour of our marriage, we made love every 20 minutes. On the sofa, in the kitchen, in the dishwasher, in the dog kennel, up the stairs, in the butchery guard cage.
In bed?
Don't be so disgusting, Matt.
And now it's all over.
That's right.
Is there a woman involved?
No, I don't think so. Lana's heterosexual.
Another
Another woman? No.
man?
No.
Oh, come on, Deke. I'll need to know everything.
Well, I did sleep with a farm animal.
No, I don't need to know this.
It was a female farm animal.
Oh, well, thank God for that. I thought you'd gone queer on me.
Now, listen, man. I need under discretion on this. I'm a respectable businessman.
No, you're not. You're in advertising.
So will you represent me?
See, there is a problem, Deke. It's Lana. Don't forget I am her brother.
That's why I chose you, man. Because I knew you'd know more about it than anybody else.
Yes. See, there is another problem, Deke. It's Lana again. Don't forget I'm also a lawyer.
So?
Well, I'd have to represent both of you.
And if I file for divorce?
Well, I'd advise to fight it.
And then?
Well, I'd advise you not to take any of that nonsense. Keep pushing for divorce and...
And?
Well, I'd advise you to take you for every penny you've got, Deke. See, I can't represent you. That's unethical.
God damn it, Matt. If I don't get a divorce, I'm gonna kill that woman.
Murder! Now we're talking. What can I do to help?
Matt, I want you to hire me a hitman.
A what, man?
You and me.
Now, hang on just a cotton-picking moment. You don't just look up hitman and a H in the yellow pages, you know.
Yeah, when you've been around the Chicago streets as long as I have, you get to know the codes, you know what I mean? Hey, look at this ad in the personal column of this magazine. Caravan for sale. 6 berth, good condition.
So what?
But that's mob talk, man. It means hitman for hire.
Oh, you're pulling my leg.
I'm telling you. And look, 6 berth. That means he's good too.
Right. So, what magazine is that?
Hitman Monthly.
Right. I'll do my best. We'll not have the pitch out of the water.
Good man, Ned. Get to it. And keep me posted. I want to know see so much as scratches her ass.
Right.
Round one to you, love. I'm gonna make you regret the day you was ever born. I just need a few days.
But the days turned to weeks, and the weeks turned to months, and time was not kind to Deke Brenton. He began to drink heavily. He began to gamble heavily. With most of his vast wealth tied from Brenton and Brenton's stock, he soon had to sell his luxury home to pay for his twilight existence and send poor Foxy to live in a broom cupboard. For the first time in his life, he knew what it was like to be poor, and still obsessed with killing his wife, he continued his desperate search for the hitman that would accept one of the major credit cards. Meanwhile, Lana Brenton began to wonder whether gaining single-handed control of Chicago's biggest ad agency was a victory or punishment.
I'm sorry, Frank. You just can't ignore the research figures. 95% of women were against the idea. No, I'm not being negative. I just don't think the market is ready for a scratch and sniff condom just yet. Let's see how the matching condom and duvet set go down first, okay? Right, where are those figures I asked for?
They're right here, Mrs. Brenton.
Put them on my desk. Hello? 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 Frank? Are you sure? All right, Frank. I owe you a pint.
Good news?
No, that was Frank just calling to tell me I owe him a pint. Look, Brett, I'm not paying you to stand around here gossiping all day. Haven't you got work to do?
Sure.
Oh, listen, Brett, I'm sorry. I've just been under a lot of pressure lately.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Well, I'm not. In a strange sort of way, I kind of miss Deke. He used to look after the business end of things. I was just the ideas woman. His inspiration, he used to call me.
How did you two ever meet, anyway?
Oh, it's a long story. Young English girl, first holiday abroad, first taste of freedom and adventure. Deke represented everything I'd ever dreamed about. Power, wealth, hairy chest. I'll never forget the first time we met. It was at a garden party in New York. I got a job serving drinks, and suddenly there was a murmur of excitement, and Deke made a spectacular entrance in his helicopter. Well, he asked me to remove my work apron and join him as his special guest. 2 hours later, I was riding on his chopper. Give me a cigarette or two, Brett.
Do you think you and Mr. Brenton will ever get back together?
You really know how to hurt a woman, don't you, Brett?
I'm sorry, have I said the wrong thing?
No, you closed that cigarette case on my nipple.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hi, Mama.
Not now, Foxy. I am very busy.
Mrs. Brenton, you mustn't snap at Foxy like that. She needs all the love she can get.
I'm sorry, Foxy. What is it?
Well, I'm kind of worried about Daddy. He's been acting kind of strange lately.
Kind of strange? What kind of strange?
Well, it's kind of difficult to explain.
Kind of try, honey.
He's been hanging around with some kind of odd characters.
Like who?
Well, I only heard and refer to them by their nicknames. Let me see. There's Mac the Knife, Frenchie the Jackal. Oh, and Eddie, the completely wild, sadistical bastard.
This, Eddie, the completely wild, sadistical bastard. What sort of guy is he?
Well, he seems like a nice enough guy, but he must be a mean character. I mean, why else would they call him by such an awful name?
Yeah, Eddie's not such a bad name.
Mrs. Brenton, I think these guys are hitmen. I think Mr. Brenton is trying to kill you.
Don't be ridiculous. Whatever makes you think that?
Oh, it's just something that I overheard. Mr. Brenton was talking to some guy and he said, "I'm going to kill her. I want you to hire me a hitman." Probably means nothing.
There's something else, Mama.
What is it, honey?
Why have I got to marry that man?
What man?
The friend of Daddy's.
Daddy said you have to marry someone.
The man with the scar. But I don't like him, Mama. Make him go away.
Something smells rotten.
Oh, it's probably sweat. This whole company's built on it.
Deep scheming. Brett, I want you to find out what he's up to. Get him in here. Use any reason you can. Just find out what he's up to.
Right.
Mama,
Yes, honey.
there's been something I've been meaning to ask you.
Go ahead, darling.
Well, it's kind of personal.
Would you prefer if I left the room?
No! I've been living in the same house as you for 25 years. All my life, and not once have I ever seen you go to the toilet.
It's a very demanding business, Foxy. You don't always have the time to do the things that I want to. Your father and I have had to struggle to make sure that you never know hardship.
When are you and Daddy going to be friends again, Mama?
Oh, I don't know, honey.
Daddy doesn't care about me anymore, does he, Mama?
Oh, Foxy, how can you say such a thing?
He's ashamed of me because I'm not like other children.
No, Foxy, no.
It's because of me that you and Daddy broke up, isn't it, Mama?
No, darling, no.
It is. Daddy wanted a boy, and now he's going to get rid of me by making me marry that man with the scar.
You're not going to marry anybody you don't want to, Foxy, I swear it.
Mama!
Yes, darling. What are you up to, Deke? What the hell are you up to? Right, get in here.
You wanted to see me, Mrs. Brenton?
Did I? Oh, yes. Any sign of Deke yet?
No. I've searched every motel in the area. There's no sign of him.
What about this Eddie character?
I don't think Foxy should hear this.
Get lost, honey.
Okay, Mama.
Brett, give me the bottom line.
Right. Eddie Marengo, otherwise known as Eddie the Completely Wild Sadistical Bastard, was just released from Chicago State Prison last week. I'm sorry, Mrs. Brenton. I was right. This guy's a hitman. One of the best. And the most expensive.
Well, there is one comforting thought. Most of Deke's money is tied up in Brenton and Brenton stock. There's no way he could raise the money for a top hitman.
Well, according to the police records, Eddie is licensed to accept most of the major credit cards.
You really know how to cheer a girl up, don't you, Brett? Okay, get out of here. Keep searching.
Right.
So it was you who shot JR.
Who are you?
Never mind. It's not you I'm looking for. It's Deke.
Deke's not here.
I'll wait.
No, you won't. What the hell do you want?
Relax. This is none of your business.
On the contrary, this is all of my business. This happens to be my office, and Deke happens to be my husband.
Don't lecture me, darling. Deke and I were lovers long before you knew which end to put your lipstick on. By the way, it looks like you chose the wrong end.
Be careful, darling, or I might catch one of your chins.
Well, well. The English rose has a few thorns.
Get out of here before I call security.
Don't get so twitchy. I'm Blanche DuVille.
Blanche DuVille, Deke's first wife.
I'm flattered you've heard of me.
Well, now I can see why he traded you in for a younger model.
Younger. Maybe. But certainly certainly no model.
Give the lady a saucer of milk. So what do you want, Blanche? Come back to steal my man?
Darling, a warthog could steal your man.
Shouldn't have any trouble then, will you?
Save your breath. I'm not interested in Deke.
Join the club.
Oh, you two had a little lover's tiff?
You could say that. I've ruined him and thrown him out on the streets.
I'm impressed. That's exactly what Deke did to me.
It's not like him to show such good taste.
I know. He could just never forgive me for losing our baby son.
Oh, I had no idea. Maybe we have more in common than you'd imagine. Deke has never forgiven me for not giving him a son. And he resents our only daughter, Foxy.
The dithering idiot with a limp.
You've met her.
She was in reception.
Wasn't making a nuisance of herself, was she?
No, she was playing in a corner with a headless mouse.
Bless her.
You must be very proud of her.
Yes. So, Blanche, what do you want? Is it money you're after?
Money will never bring back my baby son.
No, but it buys a lot of distractions.
Forget it. Besides, I found myself a new husband, and he's rolling in the stuff.
So what's the deal?
It's Deke's forgiveness I need. I can't go on living with the guilt.
Oh, you mustn't go on blaming yourself. That's what Deke does to you. He twists your mind.
I suppose you're right. I just need to hear from Deke. We were so happy before it happened. Deke was devastated.
Well, maybe he has something to thank you for. Deke channeled all that screwed up emotion into building the biggest ad agency in Chicago. Nothing else mattered to Deke.
At least he has Foxy.
Yes. I never had the heart to tell him he's not her real father.
What?
That would have been the last straw.
Was Foxy no?
Of course not. That would have killed her. She worships the ground Deke walks on, and he treats her like a dithering idiot with a limp.
So who was the father?
Oh, just some casual affair with a traveling brush salesman.
Tall guy, blonde hair, glasses.
You know him.
I married him. That traveling brush salesman now owns the biggest direct selling company in the world.
Well, I never. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't be. No doubt he offered to show you that brush for smoothing out unwanted body hair.
Oh, yes.
Never fails.
We have a lot to talk about, Blanche. Come on, I'll buy you lunch.
Lead the way.
Mama? Where are you, Mama?
Mrs. Brenton, here's the copies you wanted for that TV kit. Oh, hello, Foxy. What are you doing here?
Waiting for Mama.
Haven't you got a home to go to?
No, I live in the broom cupboard on the second floor. Daddy sent me there.
Throw you out.
He had to sell the house.
Does your mama know you're here?
Sure, she promised to take me to lunch today. It's my birthday.
Foxy, I think Mama may have forgotten.
Oh no, she wouldn't do that. This is my special treat.
Look, Foxy, I'm going to take you to a restaurant right now. Why don't you take the elevator downstairs and wait for me? I just got to make a telephone call, okay?
Okay. Bread,
Yeah?
thank you.
Is this the Child Protective Services?
Lana,
Do I look like Lana to you?
where is she? I need to speak to her.
She's out.
Don't mess around, this is urgent. Where is she?
You're that guy I saw talking to Deke. You're the one who's trying to kill her.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm my brother.
Her brother?
She's my sister.
Your sister?
Are you going to stand there repeating everything I say?
Am I going to stand here repeating everything you say?
Does she have a car phone?
She's got 3.
Get up.
Damn, it's a portable answering machine. I'll try your other extension. It's ringing. Mrs. Brenton.
Lana, it's Matt. I'm at your office. Well, turn around. It's important. Oh, be careful. There's reporters everywhere.
What is going on?
What I have to say is for Lana's ears only. I'm going to try head up to reporters. Which one should come in?
That way.
Right.
I have no statement to make, gentlemen. You need to talk to my lawyer. No comment. Brett, you better get these newspapers off my back.
Gold-digging wife oust billionaire boss. Domestic feud wrecks top ad agency. Where are they getting this stuff?
Where do you think? Deke's running a smear campaign against me. He doesn't want me to get any sympathy when I'm murdered.
Can't you sue him?
The last thing we need now is more publicity. Besides, when I'm through with him, there'll be nothing left worth suing for. Oh, how did we get into this mess?
Ah, Lana. Can we speak alone?
Yes. How much do you want to borrow?
No, I mean, can we speak alone?
I have no secrets from Brett. Anything you can say to me, you can say to him too.
All right, very well. I've been speaking to Deke. And he's instructed me.
Okay, Matt. Just talk to me. Brett can listen in.
Well, it's like this.
Brett?
Oh, shit, Foxy. Sorry, I forgot.
Go pray on the freeway, honey, will you? Mom is very busy.
Okay, Mom.
No, Foxy, you stay right here. Mama was just kidding.
No, I wasn't. Go ahead, Matt.
Deke's filing for divorce.
Quick! Get a doctor!
It's not doctor she needs, Mrs. Brenton. It's love. The love of a good man. And the love of her parents.
How is she?
She's sleeping. That was a nasty shock. Any hope of recovery has been destroyed.
I'm sorry, Lana. I was just doing my job.
It's all right, Matt. You were just doing your job.
We've been looking for Deke. Any sign of him?
I haven't spoken to him for 3 weeks. I receive all my instructions by post.
Yeah, we hear he's fell on some hard times since losing the agency.
Yes, he doesn't even stamp his letters. He lost half his fortune in a drunken gambling spree.
Well, at least you can still live off the other half.
No, I'm taking that for legal fees. He's a broken man, man.
Do you know a guy called Eddie?
Eddie. Eddie the completely wild statistical bastard.
So you do know him?
Ah, yes, he's an assassin. Deke attempted to hire and ordered to murder his wife. Oh!
It's okay, Matt. You were just doing your job.
I didn't know what I was getting into, Lana. He showed me this ad in the person column of this magazine, and like a fool, I agreed. I dialed the number.
Yeah, and then you hired him a hitman.
No, I bought him a car.
What?
Yes, takes both. Good condition, though.
This Eddie, does he have a scar?
He has a scar on his face as long as my arm.
Well, he's got a hell of a cheek.
And what do you know about a marriage between Eddie and my daughter?
A marriage? Could it be true? No, it couldn't. No. Maybe. Maybe not. Possibly. No.
What?
Well, I know he doesn't have enough money to pay for hitman alone, but Foxy's a good-looking girl.
Oh my God, no!
Yes, I do believe Deke has some blood in a hedgehog's nose.
Cute expression, Matt.
Yes? Send him up. Well, well, well. It looks like Mohammed has come to the mountain. He's in reception.
Who is? Mohammed?
No, Deke, you idiot.
What the hell are you doing?
It's just a gun, Brett.
Look, this isn't gonna solve anything. Why don't you let me talk to Deke alone? Maybe I can get the truth out of him, okay?
Okay, you've got 5 minutes. Okay, send him up now. She is a good worker. Let's go, Matt.
Hello, Brett.
Oh, Deke, you're looking good.
Thanks. You know, I kind of missed this old office. This was virtually my home for 10 years.
You know, you did have another home, Deke, at home. There were 2 people there who cared about you very much.
Yeah, well, that's all in the past.
Where are you living now?
I got a caravan out of town. Seems very good condition, though. Where's Lana?
Oh, you know how it is. Meetings, meetings, meetings. She won't be back for a while.
How's Foxy?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I said, how's Foxy?
She's not good, Deke. She collapsed when she heard about the divorce.
Oh, God.
Don't you think this feud between you and Mrs. Brent has gone far enough? It's not just her own lives you're destroying. Every night I watch Foxy clutch the edge of her pillow till her knuckles turn white and cry herself to sleep because she thinks that nobody gives a damn.
Is she still a different idiot with a limp?
She's a dithering idiot with 2 limbs, Deke. She's scared. Scared because she thinks that her daddy's gonna give her away to some guy with a scar like a piece of garbage.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I think you're a Lear.
God damn it, Brett! No one calls me a Lear.
God damn it, Deke, I'm gonna say my piece.
All right. I guess I owe you an explanation. It was a long story.
I'm waiting.
Well, I hired a hitman to bump off Lana and Foxy's his payment. Guess it wasn't that long a story after all.
So you hire a hitman to kill your wife, and you plan on paying him with your daughter.
That's right. That don't make me much of a family man, does it, huh?
And what about Foxy's feelings?
Oh, she can take it. She's broad-shouldered like her mother.
She still hasn't forgiven you for biting the head off that mouse.
God damn it, I had no choice.
Could have had a mint instead.
No, I mean about that hitman. It was either me or Lana. She was slowly killing me.
Look, call the hitman off, Deke. Call him off.
The deal's off, Eddie. Go home. It's over. Go home.
You've done a decent thing, Mr. Brenton.
I tried to word to my wife. I sell my only daughter to a hitman. I go to bed with farm animals. And you still stand by me. Why, Brett?
Because I respect you, Mr. Brenton. And because I'm in love with Foxy.
Ah, I knew there was something. You taking her to bed yet?
No, she hasn't asked me yet.
Yeah, well, when you do, make sure there's something between you. Like that little friend I gave you. Know what I mean?
Yes, Mr. Brenton.
Still got it?
It's right here, Mr. Brenton.
You know, Brett, I've nearly come to look at you almost as a son.
Appreciate it, Mr. Brenton.
What?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it? Appreciate? Oh, appreciate it. You appreciate it.
I surely do. But listen good, Mr. Brenton. You must stop blaming Foxy for not being the son you always wanted. She loves you, and she desperately needs your love. You need to learn to see her for what she truly is. A woman.
I guess so. Well, I'll never get over the fact that she'll never pay quarterback for the Chicago Bears, though.
You mustn't give up on her like that. Maybe one day the limbs will heal, and who knows? She's got a good right arm.
You know, Brett, something I haven't told you. I had a son with my first wife, but, well, she lost him.
I'm sorry.
Absent-minded bitch left him on a train.
A train?
Yeah.
Which train?
Why?
Which train, Mr. Brenton?
Oh, 3:35 to Baltimore.
Oh, could it be true?
What?
I was raised by a family in Baltimore, Mr. Brenton. They found me abandoned on a train. The 3:35. They called me Brett because it was all they could make out of some faded letters on my carry cot.
That didn't say Brett. That said Brenton. Well, that was our carry cot. Your real name's Billy. You're my long-lost son.
Oh, Daddy!
Oh, son!
Oh, shit!
What?
Well, what about Foxy and me?
That's all right. Foxy's from my second marriage.
Does that mean it's still okay to do it?
Oh, yeah, you can do it when the cows come home.
That sounds great, Daddy. I know you slept with a cow. That's why it's a bad choice of phrase. And you hired her.
Yeah.
Although Lana kept her on, so she must be doing something well.
She can't be doing too bad.
No. Oh well.
I think I'm going to go and get me a drink.
Mr. Brenton. Don't you think you've had enough?
Still a drop left.
Yes, you don't need any more. What are you going to do with Foxy?
I don't know.
You've got to sober up for your daughter, Mr. Brenton.
Yeah, I guess so.
Put the bottle down.
Stop!
Blanche! What the hell?
Hello, Deke. I had to see you. Can you ever forgive me for what I did?
Forgive you? Blanche is someone I'd like you to meet. Named Billy.
Billy? Billy?
That's right.
Oh, I don't believe it! Thank God you're safe!
Daddy? Who's she?
Well, son, that's your ma.
Mom? Mom!
Well, what a touching scene.
Lana.
Hello, Deke. How's tricks?
Wonderful.
For me, what's the special occasion? What are you up to, Deke?
If I was you, I'd stop wearing that perfume. Stinks.
There's no point trying to put me off the scent, Deke. You're scheming.
Lana, I'd like you to meet someone.
Blanche and I have already met. We
Oh.
use the same brushes.
No, I'd like you to meet my long-lost son.
You? But you're no Brenton. Brentons are rich and ruthless. You're just a nice kid from downtown Baltimore.
Oh, it's true, Mrs. Brenton. I'm a Brenton.
Does Foxy know?
Not yet.
Well, sooner or later, you're going to have to tell her that boy she believes is Brett from Baltimore is actually her long-lost brother, Billy, born a Brenton.
That's not going to be easy.
There's something else, Mrs. Brenton. We're in love.
Well, I guess you are an improvement on his last pen pal.
No, not Mr. Brenton and me. I'm in love with Foxy.
Foxy?
Yeah.
You?
Yes, ma'am.
But you're a handsome young man and she's just a dithering idiot.
No! She's a beautiful, intelligent young woman. It's just that you and Mr. Brenton haven't taken the time to see it because you won't even take the time to look. You should both be ashamed of yourselves.
Billy! Come back!
Brett! Billy!
Oh, let him go, Deke. He's right. We've been so busy fighting our own war that we haven't seen the damage we've been doing to others. Listen, all of that stuff between us, I've come to realize now it was half my fault.
No, it was It's half my fault.
I really missed you, Deke.
I've missed you too.
I'm not cut out for this business.
You remember the first time we met?
Yes,
It was at that disco in New Orleans.
it was a garden party in New York.
Oh yeah, I remember it well. You served food.
I served wine.
I was ill.
Oh, you were fine.
Yeah, I remember it well.
Do you remember when you lifted me up in your strong arms and kissed me at the side of my mouth and placed me gently on your chopper?
Yeah. You said I'd never get you up one of them things.
Oh, I was young.
You were beautiful. You still are, Lana.
Oh, Deke.
Oh, by the way, I called off the hitman.
You did that for me? Oh, let's turn back the clocks.
I brought somebody to see you.
Oh, hello, Foxy. I got a little something for you. It's not much,
Mousy, Mousy. You sellotaped his head back on.
It's all I could afford.
That was sweet of you, Deke.
Foxy, I got something to tell you. From now on, we're going to be making mistakes together, me, you, and our ma. Just the three of us like it used to be.
The four of us, Mr. Brenton. Foxy, will you marry me?
Oh, Brett. Oh, Daddy.
No, no! She can do it herself.
I can't.
Yes, you can, Foxy. I believe in you.
We love you, Foxy.
We all love you, Foxy.